Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Younes Talks Football. I hope all of you are doing well. So, we got news. Yesterday, I gave you guys my FIFA Club World Cup predictions. Make sure you go and check it out. I'll leave a link right here. The Club World Cup does kick off later tonight. Now, if you're in the UK, the opening game is at a very unreasonable hour. It's at 1 a.m. Yeah, here in Dubai, it's 4 a.m. It's doable, but bloody hell, there's lack of sleep, basically. Or, you know, I'm going to have to do an Ashton Hall. You just, you know, wake up at 3:30 in the morning, just put your face in some iced lemon water and start the day. So, listen, I'm going to keep tabs on seeing when whether to do a watch long for it. Let me know in the comments if you do want one. I didn't get a big response, if I'm being completely honest. So make sure you do let me know in the comments if you do. But PSG Atletico Madrid tomorrow, I'm there. You best believe. Chelsea, we're doing the watch long for Chelsea on Monday. Make sure you're here. And a few of the other big games that are going on in this competition, I'll be here to cover the entire tournament. So make sure you guys are subbed, notification bell on, and check out the second channel. New video dropping tomorrow, Reddit Monday on Reddit on Monday. So make sure you guys are there. Now, let's start off at Chelsea before we get to some player transfer news and whatnot. John Terry has spoken. And I thought it would be very important to show you guys these words, because just look at and listen to what JT has to say. Yeah, the weight of his words and how he is saying it tells you exactly where it's coming from. And that is the skill that I want these players of today to develop, because it shows levels. Exhibit A. So John Terry speaking on Chelsea and the FIFA Club World Cup, saying, listen, we have to be aware of the players' welfare and stuff like that. But squads are so big now. And also, I was at my best when I was playing 65 or 70 games a season because I was in a rhythm. These players have got a real opportunity to go and be the first team to win it. Do you guys see what I see? Because it can be very easy for someone to just go, no, you know what, it's a chance to go and win it. Let's go and win it. He's not leaving any excuse on the table. He's even going, yeah, you know what? Yeah, player welfare, cool. Me, I used to take it on the chin, and I used to be in a rhythm, and for me it worked. So listen, 65, 70 games, do it. We can still, don't let that stop you. We can still go and win it. That is... The players, especially the young ones now, right? They need to develop. And I honestly believe what I'm about to say. I believe we are living in a time where it's never been easier. Stress that. It's never been easier to be elite mentally. JT is telling you, don't look for excuses. There is no excuse. Yeah, there's a more packed out schedule. And what? I'll do it. And I'll go in there and I'll win it. We need to make sure we develop a mentality of no limitation. Talking about the players, the team, the squad, everyone. No limitation. Don't limit yourselves. Go there and win it. We're living in a time where, I believe this anyway, the younger lot, when I say the younger lot, the late teens, early 20s, we're living in a time and a society where things without a doubt have gotten softer. So if you are capable of tapping into that side of mentality, you've already got an edge of majority of people. Unlike before, where everyone at that time had to think in the same way that JT was thinking. If you didn't, you'd be eaten alive. Now, if you have that, you're ahead. And that's why I stress on it. It's a young team, without a doubt. But the sooner we get there, the better. And it's true. These players of not too long ago were exposed to 65, 70 games a year. They were. The only difference now is, I think, some points in the season, it's compressed. There's more games in a certain period packed into a schedule. I think that's the issue, and I think that's where having a bigger squad benefits for that. So, yeah, realistically, there's no excuse. There's no excuse, you know. This competition means that we have to sacrifice a bit of pre-season. So be it. So be it. But the levels are the levels at the moment where we are, and we have to be realistic. Look at PSG. Look at Man City and what they've gone and done. It's not all just mentality. It's also ability. So we have to balance that out. But big up to JT, because that is just, those are words and a way of thinking that I wish the entire Chelsea team had. And if they don't, I hope they develop it quickly. So let me know your thoughts on that. And do you honestly think we can go there and win it? In terms of ability, with everyone considered, I don't think we're too far off. Like I said yesterday in my prediction video, quarterfinal probably, yeah. And then after that, it gets a little sticky because there's just teams that are better than us. You know, and I don't want to be able to say that, but that's the truth. So let me know what you think. Now, let's move to the players, to transfers, to the news, what's going on. Nico Williams, I said I'd mention this today. Yesterday gave us an indicator as to what he's willing to do. What is he willing to do? Well, let's get into it. So Nico Williams is open to reduce salary demands to join Barcelona. Deco held a meeting today with Williams' agent. Bayern also want him. Athletic Bilbao have started new contract talks. This is interesting. It's mad, isn't it? Barcelona just have this ability to, you know, when players are of interest to other clubs, they swoop in and then players go, no, you know, for you, I'll actually lower my demands. They did it with Rafinha. They're doing it again with Nico Williams. They don't even have to try, man. Chelsea, can we, you know, knock on his door and be like, yo, you know what, you want to play, it's like I told Matisse yesterday on X, what, you want to play with Lamine Yamal and you want to play with Rafinha? It's cool. We've got loads of Lamine Yamals coming through. They're just not of age yet, you know, and we've got loads of Rafinhas coming through too. We're just going to have to wait 4 years for them to get to that level. It's fine. We've got them here, and we've got Knightsbridge. We've got Harrods. Yeah, Barca don't have Harrods. You know, in London, you can actually flex. Can you flex in Barcelona? I'm not so sure. Listen, whatever to sell it to him. Whatever to sell it to him. Yeah? Truth of the matter is, obviously I'm joking. Nico Williams now has Barcelona in the picture and in his sights. So where do you think he's going to end up? I'll be honest. I did say Bayern Munich yesterday or day before about Nico Williams. Now, if Barcelona are in the mix, yeah, I think it's a wrap. I think Barcelona get him pretty easily. You know? Oh man, they're going to have Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Nico Williams. Okay, let me know your thoughts. Now, Viktor Gyokeres, this geezer, yeah? I wanted him at Chelsea. I'm like, listen, we're going to go and get a striker. Let's flip and go and get Viktor Gyokeres. The guy's turned into a machine, right? And then it all went quiet. And then we started getting some clarity. And then we got some words from him saying a lot of what you're hearing is false. I will speak soon. And now we're getting more of an inkling. We were getting rumours from Portugal on two fronts, and also from Fabrizio Romano. Let me show you what record Portugal said earlier today. I saw this and I started to get a little bit too hyped, yeah? But at the same time, I was wary because of the source. Let me show you this. I'll take you through the time frame. So, breaking, Viktor Gyokeres has rejected a move to Manchester United. The player's entourage have officially informed United that they are no longer an option for the forward. I saw this and I was like, oh my God, Viktor Gyokeres, thank you. Listen, I was saying, if it's not going to be Chelsea, just don't go to United. Don't. Just go to Saudi, please. You know, just stay away. And then we got this. So, Fabrizio said, Man United are still in the race for Viktor Gyokeres. And not only that, right? If you actually watch this clip of him earlier on this morning, he doesn't say that Viktor Gyokeres has rejected United, but he did say that United are still interested in Gyokeres. And this is where it stings, he said, keep an eye on Arsenal. Arsenal are looking at him. And that's where everything for me flipped upside down. Now I'm like, yo, United, listen. You know, if it's not going to be Chelsea, don't let it be Arsenal. I'd rather it be United. You know, don't give Arsenal Gyokeres. Please don't. I'll be honest. At that point, if Arsenal get Gyokeres, I have to take them seriously. I actually have to take them seriously. I have to go look at them and go, oh man, they might actually now just win the league. They might. Don't. The fact that Arsenal still haven't done it makes us happy, right? if Arsenal do end up winning the league at some point, we're not going to hear the end of it. I don't want that for any of you or myself. I wouldn't wish that for my enemy. You know? So, no, listen, Gyokeres to Arsenal, that actually does worry me. That does worry me. I'm being completely honest and frank with you guys. I don't like to shy away. That would make me consider Arsenal as a dangerous threat. Because that is the one area where they lack. There's a void there. If they fill it with this guy, oh my God. You know, he suits them too. Don't, please, let's not. So if I had to choose, again, I'm going to bring the gun to my head scenario. Gun to my head, United or Arsenal? Yeah, throw him to United. Because like I've said, I believe United have bigger problems, right? Arsenal have footballing issues, right? The structure that they've got in place now is actually healthy. So they just don't have the caliber to be able to go and actually win silverware. This helps them. So Arsenal, oh man, no, don't. Saudi, guys, flipping, give him part of the country or something, man. Give him part of Al Hilal. You give him 10% of Al Hilal. Yeah, I don't know, something. Throw a bank at him, I don't know. Anyway, Florian Plettenberg told us last night this, so pay attention, have a look. Sporting have given Gyokeres the assurance that he will be allowed to leave in the summer for 60 or 70 million euros, as exclusively revealed in October 2024 and now confirmed by his agent, Hassan Chetinkaya. So, this was also relayed by Fabrizio in his video. If you actually go and watch his video, he did say that this information about Gyokeres, the situation with the club, the agreement, did come from his agent. Looks like Fabrizio has heard from the agent himself, right? That there has been a gentleman's agreement, but there is proof of an agreement. And that's the only thing. If you've got it on paper, you've got it on paper. If the agreement is there, the agreement is there. He did say that there is. So Gyokeres should be able to leave for 60, 70 million euros without a problem. And now Florian Plettenberg said this last night. So it makes sense. It just depends who's going to get him. Let me know your thoughts. Where do you think he ends up? And how do you think it will go down? CNN Portugal have reconfirmed what I've said. Here it is. Arsenal will submit a second offer to Sporting for Viktor Gyokeres totaling 70 million euros. Don't. Please, don't. Let me know your thoughts. Let's move. We'll see what happens. Let's move. I can't lie. I'll be devastated. If he actually joined Arsenal, I'll be like, oh my God, man. Now, that's Viktor Gyokeres. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let's move to Michael Edwards. He just rejoined Liverpool. Well, not Liverpool. He joined FSG, right? The ownership of Liverpool. Their group, right? Basically as like chief of football for FSG. So basically everything under its umbrella, Liverpool included. And now we've got this. Suggestions Michael Edwards has agreed to join Al Hilal are wide of the mark. Al Hilal made outreach a few weeks ago, having held a strong interest in Edwards at the time, but there was no formal meeting or offer. Instead, Edwards rebuffed the approach. The only recent contact Edwards had was with Al Hilal being due to their interest in Darwin Núñez. Edwin's closest link in Saudi is actually with Al Ittihad, where he enjoys positive relationships with some of their board members and admires how they run their organisation. Edwards is currently overseeing Liverpool's summer transfer window via his role as FSG CEO of football, supporting Richard Hughes, and FSG ownership, including principal owner John Henry, remain committed to buying a second club and have been presented with several viable options to explore. Edwards is playing a leading role in this. There were some really strong rumours hopping around that Edwards had actually entertained this and was on his way to Saudi, right? And that would have been mental, considering that he's just joined FSG. I saw this, I was like, bloody hell, the guy's living out of Airbnbs at this rate. The guy just doesn't stop moving. Do you know what I mean? And if he's gone and got the bag, he's gone and got the bag. Well, turns out it's, according to Ben Jacobs, it's not the case. And there has been contact, but about players, not about himself. So we'll see what happens to Darwin Núñez. Michael Edwards, not going anywhere. So rest assured, Liverpool fans, don't worry, you can chill. Now, David Beckham. Oh, imagine if we were doing this in a time where we could talk about David Beckham. Imagine if YouTube existed in like the year 2000 and I come on here and be like, oh no, yeah, David Beckham picked up an injury recently, but he's back, and you know, England are playing soon, so he'll be there ready to captain the side. Oh man, good times. David Beckham. I love David Beckham. I really did. He was so unique with, especially, I think I'm of a generation where as a kid, we all tried to hit a ball like Beckham. We all did. Yeah, we all tried to take free kicks like Beckham. I loved the Predator, and he was part of the reason of that. Zidane and Beckham was the reason why I loved wearing Predators, yeah? And I always tried to smash free kicks in and bend the ball like Beckham. We all did it. Especially after his goal against Greece. That kind of cemented it in our heads, and we were all like, okay, whenever you're in the park and you're pretending to replicate a goal, it's Beckham against Greece. You try and stick it top bins from a free kick over the wall. Thank you very much. You just do. David Beckham, this has happened. Sir David Beckham, congratulations to our former captain who's been awarded a knighthood for his services to sport and charity. Sir David Beckham, this is deserved. This is absolutely deserved without question. And for that, I can say, I have to be honest, unlike some other people who got knighted lately, yeah? You know, Mayor of London. Anyway, Sir David Beckham, that is deserved. Bex, there's a lot of work. If you actually go back and you actually look at his story, how he started, how he made it, got a bit fortunate. You know, because he wasn't the most technically gifted footballer, but Alex Ferguson and United saw something in him, and the rest is history. And since then, he was a tremendously hard worker. He always stressed on practice. He made a big, huge name for himself, for club and for country. His whole career was just brilliant. He was always a top professional, except for that red card we don't need to talk about. Yeah, listen, Bex, congrats, very deserved. Sir David Beckham has a nice ring to it, and good luck in everything else that he does. Top captain for the country as well, and I wish him well. So Sir David Beckham has been knighted, and the latest on this as we wrap up, Ange Postecoglou, he might have found a new club. Probably not what you was expecting, but he's going to be happy at this. Al Ahly made contact with Ange Postecoglou about becoming head coach. If Matthias Jalil exits, former Tottenham Hotspur boss among candidates being considered in the event of Al Ahly managerial change. Xavi is another option. That's via The Athletic. That's from David Ornstein. Angie, mate, go and get the bag. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you, mate. Yeah, mate, you know what to do, mate. Just go and get the bag, mate. You know what I mean, mate? All right, mate. Cheers, mate. Good luck, mate. Take care, mate. Let's wrap up, mate. Let me know your thoughts down below on that. I've got nothing else to say there, except, yeah, good luck to him. You know, you're going to go and get the bag, go and get the bag. Although, I question the fact what he's accomplished at Tottenham. Do people see him as a top-level manager, or do they see it as, I don't want to say a fluke, because it's not really a fluke. To do it with Tottenham, that's actually quite fantastic. But is that just a good cup run? Or is there something about Ange that you can take seriously? I want to know what you think. Let me know down below. I think he's a decent manager, but I still don't know how far high he can actually go. You know what I mean? I don't know. Especially with his league form that went down. I mean, the way of playing, he was very stubborn with the way that he was playing. High line, he's got one way. It's just he lives and dies on that sword. I'm not sure if that can actually take him to the top, that approach. He did win a trophy. So I don't know. But what do you think? Let me know down below. And I will catch all of you later on tonight for video number 2. Make sure you guys are here. Thank you all so much. Pay attention, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll see you later in a bit. Take care and peace.